Each month, myself and other Irrational Passions members will play through a new game. Modern to retro, obscure to popular. Games we've played before and those we haven't. We'll be hitting checkpoints as we go and discussing our experiences. Play along with us and join in the discussion. This is Video Game Book Club. Welcome, everybody, to this special episode of Video Game Book Club. We are here with you to celebrate two special occasions. First off, the night we are recording this, it is the day before the 1-year anniversary of Video Game Book Club, so I want to give a special shout out to everyone that's listened or watched Video Game Book Club this past year. We hope you enjoyed it. I know I've had a blast up until Sonic, recording it and creating this for you, and here's to another year. And second celebration is we are finally getting done with Sonic 06. And once more into the fray, I am joined by the two compatriots that have seen me through this journey. First off, we have Mr. Jarrett Green. How's it going, Jarrett?
Remember when people liked video games before Sonic 06 came out?
Yeah, those were the days. Those were the days. And the instigator of all of our pain and sorrow this series, Mr. Jurge Cruz. How's it going, Jurge?
This is very much us stealing the book and just fucking rewriting just getting straight to the finish or some shit here.
Yes.
This is wacky booking like you're doing here.
Yes, it is. So, like George just mentioned, we're doing things slightly different this episode because none of us wanted to play any more Sonic. So what we're going to do, instead, we're going to have George kind of reenact and tell us about what happened at the end of Shadow's story. And then we're going to be watching a Let's Play of the final chapter of Sonic 06, so we don't have to play. And this time, or for this special occasion, we'll be watching the playthrough of the last story finale on the TheDiegoMovies YouTube channel, link in the description. That was posted back on May 30th of 2013. So thank you, TheDiegoMovies. We appreciate you saving us from this horror. So
shout out to 3.5 million viewers who have watched this video, and shout out to 13,000 likes on this video.
And only 54k followers or subscribers. So I feel like show that channel some love for doing what we don't want to. But yes,
tell him we sent you.
Yes. I'm going to send this over to George so he can fill Jarrett and I in on what the hell happens at the end of Shadow's playthrough. Take it away, George.
Sure. So in terms of mechanics, Shadow's sort of in every chapter we played so far, we switched off through characters like at random points. Like Silver had Blaze, Silver, and at one point did we play as Sonic? Yeah, we played as Sonic for that exact same second. In Sonic we had Knuckles and Tails. In Shadow's team, we have Rouge and Omega, the robot. I assume you guys at least started Shadow. That begins. I think we talked about it last time.
I got to that checkpoint.
Yes, right. We
in
did.
The middle of the checkpoint, I think.
Yes. So Shadow gets it to that base, finds that Rouge found a fancy purple scepter. Who the fuck knows who could it be? We know because we played Silvers, and so we know that. That's sort of what contains Mephiles, and Shadow does some foreshadowing, being like, I know what happens to that in the future, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so you may be asking yourself, viewer and listener, how does Mephiles escape from the scepter? Well, I'm here to let you know that Rouge the Bat fucking drops it on the goddamn ground. And yeah, it's kind of weird. It seems like Mephiles looks kind of, as we've seen before, he looks like a Sonic OC based on Shadow the Hedgehog. He looks exactly like Shadow the Hedgehog, except he's got a blue streak and he doesn't have a mouth. Yes. And then I'm like, well, maybe he's like his nobody. Like maybe it's
this is Dixon into Kingdom Hearts. You sold me now.
Yeah, it's not made explicit, but it seems like Mephiles maybe takes the form of like something that's nearby. Explain why he looks so much like Shadow. But anyways, I don't remember exactly how, but this, if we remember from Sonic's playthrough, it was very confusing when we went to Crisis City in the future and we found fucking Shadow the Hedgehog and friends just hanging out there.
Crisis City on Sonic. I'm still getting flashbacks to that shit.
Oh yes, I remember now. Mephiles takes them there to the future. That's how that happens. Mephiles, when he comes back, he takes them over there. And so we do that one Sonic section that we played Crisis City, except with Shadow the Hedgehog. He's got he's got his fucking giant ass bat tank, Christopher Nolan bat tank.
That's true.
Yeah. And so we sort of this is sort of the section where we learn more about Mephiles and like the flames of disaster and shit.
These are the
I don't remember much.
These are the flames that are in the womb of Elise, right? That her dad put there?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes. And I don't remember exactly. I'm just doing this from memory because I didn't fucking play this because I didn't have the time. But I don't remember why Shadow cares at all. And but that's always been the thing with Sonic the Hedgehog.
FBI told him to.
That's right. The FBI told him to. He used to work for the president, but I don't know what their relationship is at anymore. So obviously we played through the section where Shadow and Silver are in the future, and we see her dad, and we, like Scott alluded to, puts the fucking flames of disaster in Elise's womb, or I don't fucking know, Metal Gear Solid 5, the fucking Ground Zero style.
The womb bomb, the cervix bomb.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So yeah, so Shadow somehow gets super powered up, and he decides he's gonna take on Mephiles head on. In a very again, to bring back Kingdom Hearts 2. Remember that Kingdom Hearts 2 section where we fight those thousands of Heartless?
Mm-hmm.
In the Flame Core section, we fight Mephiles, and there's a shit ton of Mephiles, and Shadow just fucks them all up with the Chaos Emerald. He just like fucking obliterates them. And at that point, it seems like things are good. Well, at least Shadows is the one that ends on the most non-definitive ending. Because with Sonic, we have the explosion and we make it out, everything's happy.
Mm-hmm.
And with Silver, the future is fine. Shadows, it just kind of ends. And that's because Shadows is the most direct. That's the one that's going to lead us directly into the final act, which is why I originally set it up to be the last one. I think it ends in the not happiest of endings. It ends like the most like, we're not sure what's happening. I think Mephiles gets one of the Chaos Emeralds. I think.
No, I'm pretty sure it is the happiest ending because it ends. Just because it ends.
That's an interesting theory here.
So yeah, that's where we're at. Yes, Mephiles teleports back to an area, which we will find out what happens once we start watching this final act. But yeah, this is the story we're at. I don't know what Solaris is. I can't remember. That's the one thing that was important to learn from this playthrough, and I don't remember. I
mean, it's an anime as Sonic
creature.
Game. Someone's probably going to tell you exactly what it is again.
Yeah, we might actually figure out through context clues when we start playing this video here.
It's true.
But yeah, that's we played as Rouge. She sucks. She's like Knuckles, but Rouge and Omega is like a shitty robot. He's not like the robot in Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 where you just fucking like target everything and it just auto fires. He's a lot less useful. He's very slow and clunky, but you know, it's not as bad as Blaze in my opinion. That's what I gotta say. So yeah, that was Shadow.
Cool. Well, with that, I think we are ready to go with this fantastic Let's Play that is saving us from having to play it ourselves. So, I will be counting down 3, 2, 1 for us all to synchronize and hit the play button, and from there we will watch it, and you will see our reactions live, and you, through the power of the interwebs, will have a nice video of it playing alongside us. And if you're listening to it on podcast services, you'll hear it in the background. So, everybody, Jarrett, Jurge, I will count down 3, 2, 1, and then on 1 we will all hit play. We are
exciting.
Yes. And once more, we are watching the TheDiegoMovies Sonic the Hedgehog 2006 Last Story Finale video of it, posted on May 30th, 2013. So, big thank you to TheDiegoMovies. You can find a direct link in the description for this. So, thank you for saving us. And without further ado, everybody, let's finish this up. So 3, 2, 1, go! Hit play, and we're greeted to a loading screen that we have seen many, many times.
Classic.
Classic. Look at those lines. Look at Ooh.
So he's got that KS Emerald, like I
Look
mentioned.
creepy crystal fingers. Creepy crystal fingers.
Oh, he's a Final Fantasy boss. I had no idea.
Ooh, it's so mysterious. He's got some pink eye. Someone farted on his pillow.
Or like directly in his face, which is what I want to do to him.
He's got no nose now.
He doesn't have a nose. You're right.
He is missing his nose.
Loading
Loading screen.
Hey,
We're back. We're back.
the cinematic genius of the loading screen.
That's pretty. Yeah, that's
I
no
could
kidding.
see why that short clip needed a loading screen. There was a lot of effects there. Oh, we got the. Oh, look at them walking. Are they like?
Oh, word.
Are they confused by it? No,
He just grows out of the ground like a Cyberman.
Yeah. Oh, he got Vegeta spirit sorted. He got spirit sorted.
Man. Where's One Star?
Man, look at this acting, man. Oh, look.
That's the slowest Sonic's ever moved in his life.
Sonic!
See, it's poetic.
Oh,
She
man.
sounds very concerned.
I can tell.
Sonic got stabbed.
Oh, it's that wide open, empty field of nothingness.
Credits. Done.
He doesn't have a mouth.
He has no mouth.
Sonic?
Oh, is she praying? Oh, she's a little girl again.
Or do.
Remember, folks, if she cries, the fucking world ends.
No.
I should have filled your soul with light! Light!
What am I voting for?
So this is confusing. So this would mean that everything up until this point in the timeline has happened.
I'll be able to join with you.
Like, the thing is that Sonic dies, right? Because the flames of disaster are up now, so whatever happens now is the thing
Well,
that changes.
or very badly wounded.
Chaos Emerald. It's time for the final curtain call.
I'm pretty sure this is the same voice actor that plays Yu-Gi-Oh. Oh my
Yes,
god.
that is Dan Green.
We're going to the Shadow Realm. Loading screen.
This is a 4Kids production.
A 4Kids production.
This is a 4Kids production.
Look at that
So
oil.
that little goo is all the fake Mephiles he just fucked up. Oh yeah, the motherfucker like removed his rings and like some fucking I'm gonna remove my fucking armor and you're gonna fucking see
Is it
some
like
shit.
Hey,
weighted
Cell,
clothing, like
go
Dragon Ball
absorb
Z
the other
style?
androids and I'll come fuck you up later.
Yeah.
Oh, I have an ad coming.
I didn't have an ad.
Yeah, I don't have it.
I have 2 ads.
Are you seeing this flames of disaster shit?
Nope. Now I am.
Oh man, that's some like Kefka shit going on right now.
That's what I mean. He's very Kuja right now. He's even making like theater puns and shit.
Oh, he's getting rid of existence. He's nuking them or something. I don't know. Loading screen. Okay, we're good. When in doubt, just know you're only about 30 seconds away from a
I
loading
like the
screen.
Scream VO.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Also, you can just I wonder if he's gonna catch up to the loading screen. Just skip it.
I'm here at the loading screen.
Let's skip it.
I'm trying.
What is
Yeah,
this?
there we go.
Where are we? What's going
Quick
like
Tails,
Hollow
throw your
Bastion.
ring bombs.
Is this because of that light?
Yes.
The
Tails
Chaos
asking
Emerald
dumbass
has
questions.
disappeared.
Silver?
What are you doing here? This is all so confusing.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
Thanks.
all because of Solaris.
It seems we were all caught by the spatial distortion.
Ah, yes, the spatial distortion.
Iblis's seal has been broken.
Duh. I like the robot
Mm-hmm.
gesturing upwards as well. Thank you.
Due to Mephilus's manipulation.
No one else seems to care that Sonic's dead.
Do they even know?
No. You don't think.
Sonic!
There we go. The emotion, the raw emotion.
They're really going for it.
I like the robot sound.
Mephiles played us all for fools.
Honestly, I care more about this
His
in
power
terms of
alone was
weight
to
than I
cause
did the end of
princess to be
Avengers
so
Endgame
consumed
when Tony Stark
Wow.
fucking died. Spoilers.
There's a hot take.
Yeah,
Right in
I
the
didn't give
middle
a
of this
shit about that
podcast.
motherfucker
That's
dying.
why he wanted me to kill Sonic before.
Duh.
Also, I want to say the resolution in this video is way better than it is in the game.
Creature will consume all existing timelines.
Probably an,
and
played
time
on an
itself
emulator.
will collapse and disappear into nothingness.
2013, probably not.
The instability
Yeah, no,
of
probably
time
not.
caused this time
This is the 360 version. I
It
don't know.
won't
Maybe it looks
remain
better.
for much longer. We've no time to waste. We've got to defeat it now.
Listen to Yugi.
No, it is a transcendent life form that exists in the past, present, and future. Defeating it here, now, would do nothing.
This is exactly Endgame.
This is fucking
No,
All Good
I
Things, the
won't
final
give up.
episode of Star Trek
There has
Next
to be a
Generation,
way.
when they have to go through time and like
If you
destroy
say it
the
exists
anomaly
in the past, present,
in the
and future,
so
I'll
it doesn't go
destroy
to the
them all at
past.
once. Certainly,
It exists everywhere.
it might have been possible if he was still alive.
Oh, well.
Sonic! Sonic!
The acting is so lifelike. Those lash sunroofs.
Sonic,
What's the matter?
He's still here.
I feel Sonic's presence in the wind. I don't think he's dead yet. I'm sure of it.
Jesus.
It's not too late.
Of
What?
course! Let's call him back with the power of the Chaos Emeralds.
Yeah, okay.
Focus
MacGuffin
your
time.
thoughts
It's never
on using
defined
its
what the
power
Chaos
to
Emeralds
form this
do.
miracle.
They're the magical
like,
MacGuffins
what
that
dead
do
looks
whatever they
like.
need to that
You
day.
can do it, princess.
Because that motherfucker is dead right now.
you were the vessel
like,
that
literally
was
in our
used to
hands.
seal Iblis. You should be able to use the gem's power to rescue Sonic's soul.
What?
Oh, is that what they do? Rescue souls.
I'll do it.
Good for you.
That was a weird, awkward look.
Mhm.
Also, her neck is long as fuck.
Solaris flung the Chaos Emeralds to the distant corners of this distorted world.
To collect them all in time, we'll have to split up. I'll go
Tails, you're not a
too.
Power Ranger. You don't have to
Because
talk
it's
with your
for
hands.
Sonic. So Elise, watch over him.
Because you can't do shit.
You can only bring about the destruction of the world by crying. I smell
So, the
blood
final
and
joke. You have to play every level again.
It's not even fun.
Really?
Yep.
It's gross.
So these are short sections of this. That's why it shouldn't take too long. But this will give us time to just like vent on this fucking ass video
I
game.
still
Like,
would love
We have to
Crisis
find
City with
Sonic
Tails.
soon.
fuck Crisis City first of all, but I still want a documentary on how this game managed to get released.
I don't even care anymore. They should just bury
What
it.
was it like, at least like on the American side, right? Because all these decisions were made in Japan. So it's sort of like a final, like, I haven't seen Danny O'Dwyer's Final Fantasy, is it 14 documentary? But he did mention like there was this weird dichotomy between America and Japan, where America thought everything's fine, everything's going cool, everything's great, fantastic. And then slowly but surely they're like, it certainly can't be that bad, right? And then,
That's the exact same perspective I went into when I started episode 1 of Book Club on Sonic, and it is that bad.
shout out to this playthrough. He died. I'm shocked that he died in this playthrough.
It is just a let's play and not a speed
You don't gotta
run.
get it perfect.
Oh yeah, so there's these portals that like teleport you around the level, I think? Or maybe I'm misremembering. I don't know if he's gonna jump in. Or maybe just kill. I don't fucking know. And this whole game is just them copy and pasting these levels also. Like even to this one last time. And you got it. There you go. So
good for
that's
Tails.
Crisis City.
I did not see enough fake ring pickup bombs though.
It's true.
0 out of 10.
This is, I guess, this game is also the peak of like, Jesus Christ, Sonic. Why do we have so many of your damn friends that we have to play with? There's Omega. We didn't get to meet him. We just skipped him. They changed his voice actor for this. What the fuck? Yeah, that's what he does. Like throws fucking bombs and shit.
I like his Naruto run.
Oh yeah. I don't know why. I don't remember why. All of like Shadow's crew. I don't know why they give a shit about any. I guess Rouge is like the most sympathetic.
He's the one that has a heart.
Omega's
The
brother
president told him to.
was a nice robot with a bird in a cage, and then he died when he released him. But I don't know what Omega's whole deal is.
I think his deal is just because.
Because they needed another character for Shadow. And they had his model.
No one from Chaotix makes an appearance in this game, though.
They have standards.
Yeah, it's Charmy the Bee and SBO the Chameleon, Victor the Crocodile. Not in this game.
Get that chaos in.
Bam.
Yeah. I like how there's no fanfare or anything. It just immediately sends you back to the loading screen.
Yep. Is there ever any fanfare in this game, though?
Well, I
Why
mean, like
start
when you
now?
complete levels, you have the
That's
like
true.
the total and everything, and Silver just like floats there on his back, and
The Chaos Emeralds.
I remember this one fucking sucking when I played this back in the day.
shout out to not having the Halloween Town song for any of Knuckles levels. Missed opportunity.
Shout out to Knuckles being able to cheese at whole level.
Yeah, he's just flying through this whole thing.
He knows what's up.
There you go. Never mind. That was easy as fuck.
Good stuff. Thank you, Knuckles, for sparing us from minutes
Sonic,
of
I'm coming.
giggity.
Indeed.
That's
It's almost over, folks. It's almost over.
We're 14
The end of the
minutes
world.
in.
Is there a end of the world? How many games have had like a level or area called End of the World? I feel like Sonic 06 isn't the end.
Let's go!
I don't
I'm
know
sure
how
there's-
many, but I'm pretty sure you could at least have a couple best, like,
Kingdom
top
Hearts has an
10
end of the world
end of
area.
the world. Kingdom of Hearts has, like, the world that never was. And
I think
and
Chrono
Road
Trigger
Terminus,
has.
which is like another way of saying end of the world.
I know there's an end of time level. And I think there's an end of the world level in one of the Elder Scrolls games.
So what are those orby things that they touch and make glow? Jurge?
I don't remember.
They like,
What is this wave dashing he's doing?
yeah, man.
Because Silver's so fucking slow. God damn.
I
Oh
like
right,
how
yeah,
he's
they
just
like
sliding where he's
they have like a magnetic pole. Warp things.
that makes sense.
I'm guessing they're not pulling you to a place you want to go.
Nope.
I like that even he ignored the coin.
Oh, that's what they do. So like, I guess it turns the world into a state where those are more likely to pop up.
Shout out to him platforming without the platforms.
Yeah, man. Oh, he's clipped into the wall.
Man, this game is garbage.
Yeah, it is. This is the longest replay, I feel. Or maybe it's just
Yeah,
because
so
he hasn't
far.
been able to cheese the level like closer.
All right.
I know, I did cheese like that whole platforming section on the way
That's
up
true.
with the retractable things.
It's either that's 4? Because we had Sonic. No, we had Tails, Knuckles. I guess that was 3, maybe? Silver?
Right. Is there 7? Or am I thinking of the Dragon Ball?
Chaos Emeralds.
I thought there was. Aren't there 8 Chaos Emeralds?
That sounds right.
That
I like
bat
how-
climbing in those heels.
I like how her and Knuckles are the exact same line. Yeah,
Yep.
Knuckles and Rouge's levels are really fucking fascinating because they're the ones that give you the most leeway to just explore this empty fucking map.
Yeah. If you wanted to, you can just go run around, but why would you want to? There's nothing in it.
Like, look at this
Some
shit.
giant
What is
blue
this?
rock penises.
Some
What is
lightning.
this?
We're just gonna glide between some phallic objects. It's a good time. Good time, everybody.
Wow, they had no budget for retakes on that voice line.
Sonic, I'm coming.
There.
They had the five for that one.
You could really tell that she was coming. You know, it's like Sonic,
Mm-hmm.
I'm coming.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
That's
Sonic, I'm going to save you.
Are you though? Really? Why don't you
recording
just
music
turn
for this,
invisible for some reason? Oh, well, you done fucked up. Alright, you can double jump or something. And you got the Eye of Soren.
Oh
man, this sucks.
no! Sonic, I'm going to save you.
Oh man.
No, Amy's the worst.
I had such an issue, like, landing hits with her hammer.
With the hammer, yeah, it's like
Yeah.
impossible.
The
There we
random
go, get that.
seagull totem.
The soundtrack for this game is alright, I gotta say. It's fine.
It's the least bad thing about this game.
Yes, it is the least bad thing about this game. Maybe other than the butt rock theme songs. But that's tradition, so.
That's
As is
tradition.
tradition. Crush 42 or whatever it is.
Actually, no, they got like Zebrahead to sing the songs for this one. Zebrahead sings this. I think Crush eventually did a cover of this.
Because
Just
Crush
because,
did
you know.
Sonic and the Secret Rings, didn't they?
Yeah, Crush has done like all of the lead vocal songs. The anime intros, they have done all the anime
Yeah.
intros for every Sonic game. Man, y'all, did you guys see that fucking Sonic like birthday stream back in 2016? Do you remember this?
Yes,
when they
and
announced
like
Sonic Mania?
they were having like tech issues or something.
Yes, but besides that, it was just like a nightmare. It was just like, oh my god. I think Kyle Bossman was there? Maybe I made that up.
Really?
I think so. I feel like he was. Maybe I made that up. Maybe I'm confusing that with the Chick Hydro bot.
Shout out to Chick Hydro Bomb. And shout out
Yeah,
to Shadow
shout out to
plummeting
more.
to his death, too.
Hey, guys got 2 lives, so.
Shadow doing some karate in the air.
I like how Shadow is like, they've been scattered in this broken world. You mean the fucking video game? There's like nothing other than the color.
I think
He's
it was
like-
Dr.
he breaks the
Robotnik
fourth
that
wall.
said that. Not Shadow.
Shadow represents us, the player.
Why am I doing that?
We're all government agents if we want to be.
And for everyone watching, yes, I am doing this with 2 pairs of noise-canceling headphones on top of each other.
Oh,
So that's
yeah,
why
that's
I'm
true.
looking so fly. Oh yeah, we got some eagles. I forgot we ride on bald eagles in this one. This game's American.
Missed that.
You better get some rings. Get your
Shout out to
crotch.
Shadow. Oh my
Oh.
god, he died.
Rip. Oh, it starts at the beginning. You get to watch this all over again. Well, he has
gotta
3
like-
lives now. That's right, he picked up.
After those jumping things, they're terrible.
Seagull totem.
I'm really happy he kept the deaths in. So that, like, even
Oh, yeah.
watching the video is fucking tedious.
Yeah. I fucking hate these segments because I feel like they always stop. Oh, yep. Yeah, that's accurate. That's what happens. That is indeed what happens.
It really be like that.
It do be like that.
Yep.
That was gonna be like, are you fucking god? Okay.
Yeah, the fact that the Diego movies kept in all of the deaths really made this a truly realistic Sonic 06
Yeah.
experience.
That pause, that slight pause says so
You're
much.
like, you just gotta watch. You like, you go, you know where he is at, like as a
Yeah.
player, as a person, when he hits the pause,
Yeah.
because you've been there. I get it. I understand.
All right, you know it's coming. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Oh, we got a little glitch into the
Yeah,
world.
fuck that. There we go.
There you go, Diego. Use the rocket boots.
Oh, sweet guy.
Took that better than I would.
Oh, what's happening? Okay. He just kind of fucking went with God there. That's how you gotta play this game. Sometimes you just gotta.
Just gonna throw it out there.
This is long. Oh god, this is a long one. Ah, don't go for it, my guy. All right.
Okay, this is it. Sonic, here I am.
He did that
Oh,
in
that's it.
considerably less deaths than I would have.
And he
Guess
got
that was all right.
B.
Yes, we're gonna use the Chaos Emeralds to save Sonic's soul from the wind now.
Thank God. That wind, it's dastardly.
That
He's
nor'eastern,
indeed
man.
playing the 360 version.
That nor'eastern.
I like that they got him surrounded by them like the back of a magic card.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Chaos
Don't forget
Emerald,
to tap your
gems
mana.
of miracles. Please
Are these
be
the
my
What are
guide.
you doing?
Now they're gems
These
of
aren't-
miracles, apparently. Okay. I summon you,
I
Shenron.
wish to save this world,
Tapaka Taturu
and
Parunga.
I wish to talk to Sonic once again.
Not
Oh, man.
bring him back to life. I just want to talk to him real quick. Be like, hey, I like your bod. Okay, die now.
You have given me so many things.
Has he though?
Hmm.
You've known him maybe 2
Now
days.
it is my
So
time.
that sounds like a woman who has literally nothing.
I care not.
Yeah, the shifting in quality on these CGI cutscenes is incredible.
Well, because some of them are like true CGI, and some of them are just like up-res models.
Mhm.
Me. To us.
I hate this.
Up, up. Here we
I hate
go.
it.
I am totally
the
editing
worst.
that air horn.
I hate this too. This is somehow worse.
Oh, I kissed too hard.
Thank you, Elise.
That was an orchestral version of his world.
Hmm.
My arms and legs are just noodles.
I'm literally a giant ramen noodle. Oh, don't join hands.
Oh, spreading it.
Can only hedgehogs be golden?
I guess. Oh, they're
And then fly
Right
together?
Force. They're the three goddesses. They're departed for the holy one.
That cut right there was the most creative this whole thing got. That like fuck.
Oh man.
Oh, Solaris is a space thing from Sonic Adventure 2?
It's
Obviously.
chaos, like
That
evolved.
body of light is the sign of a super-dimensional life form. Standard attacks won't work on him. He eats dimensions for lunch.
It's like Genova.
But there
It's
should
all
be
you,
something
Shadow.
that's anchoring him in this dimension.
Understood.
That's probably the light
Oh,
shells
you
that can be
tag
seen
into
on his
other
body.
players or other
If all of
hedgehogs.
those are destroyed,
It is Genova.
he'll be defeated.
Everyone, you need rings to stay in a super state, but these
Also, apparently rings are like the currency for this very hyper-specific thing that only 3 creatures on the entire like universe can use.
Yeah.
Had no idea.
We haven't gotten to like the climax, the
I don't know,
anime finale.
I feel climaxed.
I think I've climaxed too much watching this and
Yeah.
dramatic, incredibly heart-wrenching
Several climaxes.
cinematics.
Yes,
Look at
this,
him,
is the,
it's-
this is the final boss we didn't play.
They're just chucking rocks at him, man. This is
I love how
hardcore.
trash the animation for the rocks are.
Good luck, Sonic.
Good luck, Sonic.
It's all you,
They
Shadow.
all look the same. I don't even.
A super dimensional being. This way.
That's racist.
So strafe
your
and
turn.
fire, strafe
I'll
and
take
fire.
care of this.
And then Silver throws his shit. Like,
Why are they tagging? Like, what's the point?
Good luck, Sonic. Okay.
Oh, they have different ring
It's
counts.
all you, Shadow. Understood.
But when they're dormant, do they gain more rings? Is that what I'm missing?
I think so.
Because why wouldn't you just spam Shadow right now? Because clearly he's the shit.
Yeah,
Okay,
his
yeah, I
ring-
guess they do get rings back.
And like his ring count isn't dropping that fast.
Silver, it's your turn. I'll take care of
Okay,
this.
yeah, when you're tagged out, they
Sonic.
get rings back.
Okay. All right, it's my turn. Let's have some fun,
What?
Solaris.
What can Sonic do?
Oh,
Oh.
that
Like a super
home
homing
attack.
thing. Just headbutt. Headbutt.
Sonic uses headbutt.
It's super.
Good luck, Sonic.
I thought we were still Sonic. I didn't realize we had swapped
Yeah,
out
we
from
were. I
not
don't know why
Sonic.
that. I don't know why that auto Yoshi played. It was a
Because
false
it's
hot
Sonic.
tag.
That's why. Loading screen. I I'm hoping there's a
Is
second
it over?
phase.
No, it's not over yet.
Oh, thanks, Shadow.
I guess it's not gonna be that easy.
That definitely looks like copyright.
Mm-hmm.
That is
Stop
like
the
the
out
Hyrule
of
seal.
control Solaris. Do we get to...
Powerful consciousness coming
That right
from
there?
stars.
That's gonna be the tease for this episode. It's just singing this.
That is cool.
I'll take care of this.
Even if we can't stop his form, we can stop his consciousness.
So in this form, is he just shooting more things?
Isn't that the core?
I guess.
With,
A lot of
with,
different
really
versions of his
dramatic
world in
anime
this
music?
game. There's a lot of different versions of his world in this game.
Good luck, Sonic. Okay.
I think it's lit that they made the Sonic Adventure 2 boss fight, but way worse.
Yeah, you're right. This is a Sonic Adventure 2 boss fight, but way worse.
It's all you, Shadow. Understood.
Yeah, he's just spamming the fuck out of you with rock.
Yeah, just spamming meteors. When all else fails, go counterclockwise.
I'll take care of this.
I wonder if the credits plays his world the full version, or which version. Maybe the Crush 40 knows.
Good luck.
Sonic's the sort of game that if this was made today, there'd be a trap remix
No problem.
Oh,
of Vinny's World.
100%. I'm gonna look that up right now, actually. Like the Sonic community is too big for not to do.
For this to have gone missing,
The ultimate.
for this call to go unanswered.
I'm here to tell you that I didn't even finish typing it up when it came up 10 months ago. Sonic the Hedgehog 2006, His World 2.0 Trap Remake at the Young God.
Oh, of course. Who else but the young god?
He's the best. Young God, man. So much better than old God. And look at this.
Oh, that's great. That's fantastic. I highly recommend people look up
We'll
the
have
Young
to
God.
link that in chat.
Solaris.
It's actually very good.
His world, or whatever it's called, is pretty repetitive.
Yeah, it is. Not live and learn, I guess. It's more grander than live and learn.
Live and learn's great. I love it. Oh, now he's shooting lasers. He's raving. Sonic's gotta use his head.
That was a bad boss fight. That fucking crazy anthem from the first Kingdom Hearts. I don't know what you call
Yeah.
What,
it.
he's like a boat?
Part boat.
You
Yeah,
gotta fight the Anthem boat?
Yeah, that's bad.
that's weird.
That's what this reminds me of.
Yeah?
It is a lot of like
Yeah.
floating around and shooting it from a distance, basically.
This is the end.
Or that guy from Fantasia, big demon dude.
Oh yeah, that's also just
He like
reminds
that
me.
rocks. And then you have to get close. That's fun.
Sonic, I believe in you.
Amy, you're a hedgehog. Why aren't you super here? Smacking him with your
That's
hammer.
true. That's true.
That's sexist. I get some Sin from Final Fantasy X vibes. One to reach the end.
Can confirm 360 version.
Maybe. Like, at least the Sin fight, the last one anyway, is like, you have 10 turns and you die.
That
Yeah.
was incredible.
So like, think hard.
Yeah. I could totally see this game being so janky it would have the Xbox a trophy pop-up come on the PlayStation.
On the PlayStation 3 version, because nobody QA'd.
It's like, oh crap. Oh well. We tried. We got something to pop up. That's what counts.
How about dudes getting mad rewards here?
Oh man, look at all these medals. Maybe one for each. One for each dude. Oh man.
Maybe. Yo, is there 10 minutes of ending cutscene?
Look at.
I can't
He
wait.
probably added the sweet credits with his world on there.
Do you think?
Worth noting
Princess-
again that Sonic and friends don't even fucking live here.
That's true. Yeah, they just came out of here from nowhere, from some other point in a different
They saw
dimension.
some fireworks and they're just like, yeah, we're gonna check this out.
Guess we'll go fuck this whole world up.
Well, better stick him in a stick again. We'll put some bubble wrap around him so if we drop him again, he won't be free. We'll put Elise on some antidepressants so she doesn't cry.
No.
Mmm.
It's the true Solaris.
The true Solaris is glitter.
Did you know Solaris is actually a 6th Power Ranger from Power Rangers Mystic Force when it was the Solaris Knight who gained his power from the sun, and he had a giant choo-choo train.
This is Solaris.
Mystic
Solaris-
bad
Flame
intro.
of hope.
Does sound like a word the Japanese would love and put in everything.
When the flame has grown large enough, our world will change. Solaris
got a
will
Look at
this
allow
fucking dork's
time
hat.
He's got a fez.
through history. People
Look at him.
will be able to rectify past mistakes and avoid bitter fate.
Will we be able to see Mama?
No.
Yes, Elise. We'll both be able to see your mother once again.
Thank you, narrator.
You look like a creepy doll. That's just a candle. Sonic's like, the fuck?
This is where everything began. Who knew such a tiny flame could bring such devastation?
California knew. California knows that a little flame can cause a lot of devastation.
Yikes.
It's true.
It's
If we
wildfire
put out
season.
this flame,
Watch out.
Solaris will never exist. And then we'll never have to worry about the flames of disaster, right? But our encounter... You and I will never meet. It will never have happened.
I think that's a worthwhile trade. Lots of people probably died.
To tell the truth, I don't
True,
care
me
what
neither.
Oh god,
happens
she's
to the
crying.
world.
It's starting all over again.
Elise. Just smile.
The patriarchy at work.
Blow it out. It looks like you're just doing duck lips. Damn fireworks.
His fucking arms. Jesus. Sonic is a menace. He needs to be stopped.
Miss Elise?
So does like
It
she
felt like
remember him now?
Someone was calling me.
No.
Okay.
I'm sure it's just the wind. Of
But his
course.
soul was part of the wind.
But it felt so familiar somehow.
So you kiss a fucking hedgehog once and this shit happens to you.
That's rabies, folks. That's rabies. Don't kiss wild animals.
It's weird that it feels very much like they started with the beginning and the end. Like they did it together and everything in between here.
They just throw shit at the wall and to see what's
I
stuck.
feel like that might have been the point, though. Like, they're, like, traveling through time and space and shit, so they want to be all trippy and, like, get weird in the editing, too.
Mm-hmm. I could see that. It's like a
What, you get all
bookend
Tarantino?
narrative. Ending with the started with a load screen, end with a load screen.
Correct.
Remember
Let me tell you.
this?
Yeah.
This is bad.
Lacey Cadbury got top billing
Blech.
for this
This-
role.
This song is bad.
This isn't his world.
No, it has to be touching, man. And according to the thumbnails, I just skimmed through the rest. There's nothing even at the end. It's just more of this for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I'm good on the
Turns out-
credits.
So I'm,
Took a village. to
I don't
make
give a
this
fuck who
game.
made this game.
yep.
You should all be ashamed of yourself.
Takao Hirabayashi was a game designer. How dare you?
How dare you?
How dare you? And along with
How dare
Masayuki
you,
Inoue,
Daisuke Shimizu?
Takako Nagase, Makoto Hirata, Daisuke Shimizu.
I do enjoy these
and
incredibly
Hiroshi
dramatic
Miyamoto.
credits. And just imagining like a bunch of people leaving a theater, and just being like, "What the fuck?"
Nah, fam. Nah. Well.
Imagine, like, someone introducing you to a Sonic game and just showing you these credits. How fucking wild does this Sonic game look?
Yeah. I'd probably thank them for just showing me the credits. Be like, nah, you don't actually want to sit through the whole thing. We're just gonna show you the credits.
Yeah, really.
And then
Oh,
give you
man.
some free popcorn. That's what I. But yes,
Well, that's Sonic 06.
that's Sonic 06.
We should keep this music going through this.
Maybe I will.
That's our play out.
Yeah, that's what I'll end to. But on to brighter and greener pastures, because yes, as usual, we have ended one game, but this is not the end of book club, video game book club. So here is what the next game will be.
Sega.
We've got approximately 8 hours to stop that from happening. We will stop that from happening. That's right!
Fuck yeah, we will. Listen, I got some good news for you. If you were worried about this whole presidential administration thing happening right now in America, I want to let you know that in the future, we still rule. We have machine guns on our bodysuits, and DARPA is coming through with the military high-tech gear. I also want to let you know something very, very important that's close to my heart. San Francisco is gone. I'm talking, of course, about this artistic vision by one man known for artistic vision, and that's Shinji Mikami. And back in 2010, people didn't care about video games. A little video game came out by Sega called Vanquish. Vanquish, very important video game that no one cares about. But I'm going to make myself and a couple small handful of the cast members of the next season of the Video Game Book Club care about this game. Want to know why? Because it's fucking rules. And really, without going through too much of the story, listen, Russia is still hacking people in the deep future, hacking people so much that it takes one of our microwaves that we put in space and blows up a city with it. That's all you really need to know. What you also need to know is that this game is very short. It's probably going to be 2 episodes, maybe 3. I'm going to try my hardest to make it 2. But more importantly, the first checkpoint which will be recorded next week, but I guess when you're hearing this, it'll be this week, is the end of Act 2. The end of Act 2 is probably like 2 hours into the game. It's very quick, and you'll very much know when it is and when it happens. So, Vanquish rules.
And yes, Jarrett decided on a new game, the game Vanquish. So, Jarrett, tell us a bit about Vanquish and the first checkpoint, etc., etc. Just wash this Sonic taste from my mouth.
Well, for those unfamiliar, which I imagine if you found a way to watch this stupid fucking video game you played over the course of 4 episodes, you probably know a little bit more about better video games. But in case you don't, Vanquish came out in 2010, I believe, from a little studio you might have heard of called Platinum. Platinum Games is Kenichi Sato's sort of, I don't know, I guess he owns it now, but he didn't put it together. But it's more like Shinji Mikami's like, I want to do Devil May Cry, but Capcom won't let me. Expressionist sort of art house beat 'em up studio. They've made games like Mad World and Bayonetta, and Vanquish is a little known sci-fi game that is a game I feel like came out right in between the right times to come out.
Yeah.
2010 was a weird time for video games, but I feel like this game would have absolutely worked in 2013. It would have definitely worked maybe a couple years before it. And telling because a lot of people are looking back in Vanquish's direction as like a game that really is an interesting, like way more interesting than any of us gave it credit for. You play as a future soldier guy. Doesn't even really matter who he is and what he's doing, and you'll find out more about that when we play it.
He's really good at sliding on his knees, if I remember correctly.
Super good at sliding. Sliding and shooting is like it's really cool cover shooting is like kind of the main hook here. But it's very fast and furious as far as third-person shooters go. This came out this is surrounded by games like Gears of War and other cover shooters where this was like the exact opposite of this. It was not heavy and slow. It was like we slide off of floors and double jump on the walls and run off walls and shoot things upside down. So this is a completely buck wild space shooter that I think if you haven't seen before, you will very much enjoy.
Awesome. And what is
the first checkpoint? This is a game that separates itself not very well across 3 episodes, but I believe the first proper checkpoint should be the end of Act 2.
End of Act 2? If it's 3 episodes, oh, okay, never mind.
Well, the problem is it's 5 acts, so...
Yeah, okay, yeah. That works. Cool. So the up and from the beginning to the end of Act 2 will be the first checkpoint for Vanquish. And as we have done for previous games, we will do our final grading of Sonic 06. Jarrett, let's start with you. What grade would you give Sonic 06?
This is like one of those situations where you get the student out of the class like as soon as you can. Like you go to the principal and you're like, I don't think they should be here, man. Like this they're not testing very well. And if they stay in this class, they're gonna be wasting their time and mine. Maybe they need to go a little lower. Maybe there's another place for them. Like, this isn't it. This ain't it. Like, you're thinking it, like, and we said it earlier in the first episode, like, this is one of those games that people, like, we kind of meme about, and it's funny because it's so bad, and the way people describe it is like, it's fun to make fun of this game. Mm-hmm. It is not fun to play this game. You will find no fun here. You might think it's fun, maybe initially, but when you've committed to finishing this game, you will not have fun doing so. I promise you. A D is not low enough, an F is probably not low enough. There's nothing to like about this game. Do not play this game. Please don't. Tell your friends. Tell your friends' friends. If someone offers to pay for a copy and mails it to you for content on their website, just say no. Just don't do it.
And if you
accept
said free copy of the game, you create content for it, like you said you would, and not wuss out before the first episode.
Also true.
I concur with a lot of what Jarrett has said. I'll go next. we'll end with Jurge for his grade. But yeah, at the start of this game, like episode 1 and 2 of the series, I was thinking it still had that bit of meme quality, but as more actual good games started coming out in the real world, and I had to force myself to try and play this one, it just wasn't worth it. Maybe play it with your friend. If one of your friends has it, have like a game night or something with some of your friends and try and just play a little bit of it, and you will get a taste of it. Do not force yourself to play through the whole thing. Do not even force yourself to complete a character's story. It's not worth it, even for the lulls, because the lulls and the fun times will end long before the game does. So I will give it a 1 out of 10 because at least they shipped it. They shouldn't have, but they shipped it. So they'll get at least a 1. Because they managed to burn it onto a disc without it blowing up. So, but yeah, just don't play it. Jurge, you're next.
Yeah, so this is the sort of game that has been my cross to bear for my entire life. It is probably one of the most fascinating games I've ever played in my life. It is the game that I guess I've mentioned when we started the show, the series. It is the game that taught me that life just fucking sucks sometimes, that stuff doesn't go as planned, that projects, good intentions can go awry. Yeah, I'm gonna say that I think I still think at least putting it in your console and experiencing the first 5 seconds of it is a sight to behold. It is truly something else. But other than that, it is not worth playing. But I think what we are saying, it's going on deaf ears. It doesn't matter anymore. A generation of people our age have already played this game. Like, it is a cultural touchstone of a video game. In the history of games, like the fucking like tragedies in the tapestry of like what the fucking 7th generation of consoles or whatever the hell. We started off with such great fucking, oh man, Condemned is really good. Gears of War seems cool. And then this. Yeah, it is a fucking disaster. It is incredible. It is incredible. Maybe one day we'll hear the story of this game. I don't think we ever will, but yeah, it's a thing.
We can hope. But I want
to his world, one is all.
Yeah, there you go. But I want to give a super special thank you to both Jurge and Jarrett for sticking with us through the end of Sonic 06. And a special thank you to everyone that has continued watching or supporting Video Game Book Club this past year. I very much appreciate it. And, of course, we're on to better games. Vanquish, I haven't beaten it before, but I have played it, and it is very good. So look forward to that. We still don't know who will be on the episode, but you will find out in 2 short weeks. So be sure to check back on that. And Jurge, Jarrett, where can everyone find you on the interwebs, and what do you got cooking? Jurge, we'll start with you.
I will be returning to Irrational Passions in whatever the fuck full time is, I guess. I don't fucking know what we do here, but I'll be putting out stuff. It's the fall season. John Madden saw his shadow. So video games are here now for the fall season. It's a weird fall season though. There's not like one big game. Like Doom Eternal has somehow found itself being the game of the fall with Death Stranding. It's weird. But yeah, big games are coming out. We will be covering some of those games. Exciting stuff. Yeah, you can find me at jcruzoliver's26 in the meantime.
Cool. Jarrett, what about you?
I don't know what we're doing on the website anymore. To be honest, we so much, and that's more like we have so much stuff going on, and it's all like a lot of it's new, some of it's not new. It's a lot to just go to the website. Go to irrationalpassions.com every day, and I'm sure there's gonna be something there for you. If you don't want to do all that, which I insist you do, at least go onto Twitter, log on, at me.
Yeah, honestly, what are these fuckers doing now? Oh, they're doing a Call of Duty podcast? All right, sure.
Like, yeah, I don't got anything for that. Like, if you want some content that ain't that, come to my Twitter account.
There you go. And what is your Twitter account?
At Jarrett John.
There you go. And for me, everybody, you can find me on Twitter at SolidSnake120. You can also find me occasionally taking over our Twitch page at twitch.tv/Irrational Passions. Be sure to follow at Irrational Pod for all the latest good stuff we have coming up. I myself will be starting to host a brand new RPG-focused podcast, RPG University, starting next week, the week after this. So look forward to that. Got some great guests coming. It'll be awesome. But until then, everybody, thanks again for stopping in. You've been awesome. We're done with Sonic, and on to Vanquish. Have a good night, everybody.